So, hello, once again I'm back on my old trustworthy Dell Alienware M17 R5 AMD edition. As always, I'm recording locally and I'm streaming today at YouTube live service. Let's check out the stream before we will continue with anything. Here we are. Let's go stream. Nice, perfect. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm back on my trustworthy system running Commodore OS 3.1 Vision Linux distribution, and let me show you the system information with the terminal with the fastpads. Here we are. Let me zoom in a bit. I think this is fine, more than fine. You can pause the stream or later on my YouTube channel the video when it will be available. As we can see, Debian GNU Linux 12.14, the system that I have described just before, Linux kernel 7 something. Pay attention in the screen resolution. It's full 4K, 3840 by 2160, 120 Hz. And I'm using this resolution for both the streaming and the recording. However, 30 FPS. I'm using 30 FPS. The system is on desktop environment made with Window Manager compies on X11. The system has an AMD Ryzen 9 CPU 6900HX and the GPU also AMD Radeon RX 6800M, 32 GB of RAM and 2 TB of SD storage space. So yeah, with these things out of the way, if you have been watching my videos in the past few days, I'm really trying my best to customize the theme, not the theme. The whole situation, basically. The theme, I'm not trying to mess around too much because I like it. It has this old retro look with the colors that are reminiscent of Amiga, Commodore, etc. Back in the day. And yeah, let me show you before I will keep talking my OBS settings. This is kind of important. So let's go there. And as you can see, I'm using full 4K resolution, 30 FPS. For the audio and video, both for the streaming and the recording, I'm using the same hardware encoders, FMPEG AAC for the audio and FMPEG VAPI H264 for the video, 30,000 bitrate and the MKV file format. So yeah. And with this out of the way, let's check out what is Commodore OS Vision. Let's again go to the browser, Vivaldi browser. I have this page already loaded. Commodore OS 3.1 released on April 28, 2026. I'm pleased to announce the official release of Commodore OS 3.1 today, which is available as an installable ISO, now reduced to a much more manageable size of approximately 9.2 GB. This is a significant reduction from the 37 GB Commodore OS 3 ISO. To achieve this, some content had to be removed, but we believe we have retained the essential Commodore flavored experience while adding new features that make this distribution even more distinctive. And back when I first came across this version, I tried to download it through the direct file download. On that day it was very slow. Now maybe it's better. But using the download torrent link to download it, it was way faster, and I will argue it was absolutely fine. And then I need you to know about this. Click here to help us in our DistroWatch rankings. So we'll do just that, because I need you to know about this. I will read myself now. Commodore OS Vision is a 64-bit Linux distribution which was originally based on Linux Mint and is now an unofficial spin of MX Linux. This distribution was created for Commodore enthusiasts and people who appreciate a retro-style interface. Commodore OS Vision uses the main desktop interface and features a retro look and effects. It has a classic Commodore slant with a selection of applications reminiscent of their classic Amiga counterparts. So yeah, true story. Absolutely some insane details they have gone to make this happen. But it's not easy to customize, at least the way I'm used to customize my Linux distributions. Very extremely resilient to some things that otherwise will be fine, but not on this system. So for example, I had troubles and still have troubles with this dock here. Somehow Firefox icon, CommoServe and Chromium icons, these three icons keep spawning again and again. I remove them and somehow they return after maybe a restart or two, maybe a logout or something. Something triggers in the background that I haven't found yet and enables the icons again. And if you have seen my other past videos, I have no use for these icons in my dock. And yeah, more or less I tried to do some other customizations. So far it's a tough cookie to crack. And for example, here is Kdenlive. I will load it now. It works just fine. And here's OBS Studio. It's of course working at the moment. But their icons for some reason are not appearing to the Cairo dock, as it's called, this one here. But as you can see, other docks are just fine. Anyway, and I have installed plenty of my apps. This is the top panel, which I'm trying to customize and bring it closer to what I have in mind for a top panel. So this date and time in the right side that you are seeing now, it took me quite some time to figure how to go about it, but finally it's there. So I can see in one with just a split second, I can see the weather, the date, the time, everything. And then on the right side of it, I have the calendar. So yeah, not the best solutions maybe, but closer to what I have in mind. And then of course, as you have already understood, maybe I have already figured the way to move things around here. And also, maybe you have seen this already, I'm using different icons today. I'm trying to figure things out, as I have been saying. And this is my menu at the moment. Maybe I will stick with it instead of the other one that I was using the other days, which was like split thing between some kind of a menu, places and system stuff. This menu has all the same things, just in a vertical, just one click and you are there. For example, here it's the places, as I was saying just before, and system. So you're not losing really anything by using this menu. At least as far as I'm concerned, I prefer this one. More or less I have almost perfected my shortcuts. A few of them of course are missing here and there. I still haven't got the chance to configure a few things. But still I've made quite a good progress so far. Anyway, sorry for this notification. What's important is that finally I know how to unlock the configuration for the Cairo dock permanently. It survives restarts, logouts, no problem, and I can do stuff with it now just fine. except those icons there. For some reason they keep appearing: Firefox, Chromium and CommServe. As you can see now, even the configuration is empty from them. Anyway, hopefully I will get around that problem. And as you can see, I've changed the look of it, the icons and all that. This is how the Files Manager looks at the moment. Here it is. The terminal you have already seen, it's this one. However, I've also customized this one a bit. I love it. This one is kind of very retro, very cool, and they have other themes as well ready for you to use. Just right clicking on it and you have other things to do with this one. Cool stuff, very cool stuff. And yeah, it's fun to use this system. And if you are not an old fool, an old cow like myself, with the OCD to customize as you see fit, maybe the default system is pretty fun just like that and pretty stable and rock solid. Anyway, we'll do just the first day today. Just I'll launch the Final Fantasy XIV game and see how that will go. This is not the extreme test that I'm doing with the game and the apps and all that. It's going to be just the game alone while streaming and recording, because things may go south. Maybe the stream will crash, maybe the recording will crash, maybe both will crash. I have no idea really. So we'll see. So good luck to all of us. Hopefully things will go well. I'll not play the game, just run around in the main city state, the hub, so to speak. Usually that place is loaded with people. This is a massive multiplayer role-playing game online. It's called Final Fantasy XIV, for those who don't know. And I will be playing the game, quotation marks, I will be using the game in 4K resolution. And let's see how things will go. Remember, I'm streaming and recording right now, full 4K, 30 FPS. So most probably you will not be having the same smooth experience as I'm having at the moment, but this is the general true for anything really, even for the system menus and everything. So let's see how this will go. What's important for me now is no crash. This is the most important thing. I don't want to have any crash with the stream, the recording, or even worse, both. And if this will go well, then tomorrow I will try to load up the system with 60 FPS recording and streaming, plus the game, plus the apps, as I like to stress the systems that I have been trying in the past. So here we are. All those blue bars are actual people that are playing the game. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, the game is pretty smooth. And let's see now the FPS of the game by doing this. Okay, 50 something FPS, not bad. Because this place is loaded, now we'll speed up and move outside. 60 FPS, okay, this is quite solid actually. Okay, I'm honestly surprised with this one. Good. 60 FPS, not bad at all. Between 50 and 60 FPS, not bad at all. Let's see. Yeah, rock solid, no problem. And I'll just kill a couple little critters here and there. You too, big fella. Yeah, I think this is amazing performance, to be honest. But we'll see if it will retain this while streaming and recording 60 FPS, because that will put an extra toll on the system. Interesting, very interesting, the 60 FPS I mean. And then we will see if the multiple apps will put even more of a stress to the system. Let's check out again. Okay, this is cool. I mean, not bad at all. Not bad at all. For a central place to play this like this, very cool. Very cool actually. I'll run around a bit. Yeah, amazing. Nothing to even compared to Arch Linux, CasiOS. I don't see this like any problem. At least with the recording and streaming at 30 FPS. Good. This test is very good. Okay, I'm exiting the game now. And the other thing that I prepared, maybe you have noticed this already, I did it the other day with the built-in tools that the system had, the Compass wallpaper function. I didn't like it, not my cup of tea. So I brought my wallpaper inside this system. You will see it in action right now. I'll go like this. This is the shortcut. I'm currently in the 61 image out of 978. So let's jump around. Let's go to 100, for example. Boom, instant. Boom, perfect. So yeah, wallpaper jumper is here. I didn't expect it to work actually. I thought to myself maybe it will be no go. But after managing the date and time and the weather up here, that one gave me confidence to push through for a wallpaper jumper. And mission accomplished, as you can see. All in all, it's going well, way slower than I expected. So many things to accomplish just yet. I don't know if I will be able to manage my cursor factory. I don't know if I will be able to manage the tomorrow stress test with the game and the apps and all that. And yeah, I don't want to break down the theme. I must keep this theme alive. Just fix some points here and there. And as far as a guide concerned, no way. I don't remember like 8 out of 10 of the stuff that I did. So many trial and error, so many experimentation, so many unknown variables in place for me. It's really a tough cookie to crack this one. And maybe it's good for someone worse than me in the knowledge of Linux distributions, even though that I have tried quite a few by now. I still consider myself an absolute newbie with Linux, and I'm sure that others are worse than I am, and I cannot imagine if this system a newbie will try to customize it. I don't see that happening without destroying it or something. Anyway, one last thing. I got a few comments about this system, and it got me thinking maybe I will get around and install it on my Lenovo Legion 5 Pro, which has an NVIDIA GPU. It's either 2070 or 3070, I don't recall. Because of drivers, I want to test that, and of course to see if it's easier to customize, because some things maybe it's a problem for me because this is an AMD CPU and GPU based system. But yeah, this comment comes to mind. Let me zoom in a bit. I think this is fine. Begone pest. I think it's in this section. Let me go deeper. So yeah, Peroserium, or how it's pronounced, 83 says, okay, I'm running a 1080 Ti, and no matter what, it was forcing me to use 535 drivers, and if I manually installed 580, it will just boot to a black screen. So this one, I would like to try to crack it myself, if of course I will have the same issue on my NVIDIA system, because I heard various similar things with other Linux distributions that I have tried, and I have helped other people fix them, real life people I mean. So I want to experience it firsthand, and if it's possible, at least to make a very specific guide for Commodore OS Vision, that it's mostly related not to the whole thing that I've been doing with other Linux distributions, but more surgical ones, more like very specific, very point to XYZ things. We will see, we'll see. I'm not feeling it right now. I have plenty of doubts for my understanding of the system. We will see. One more time, let's jump around to, I don't know, 800 wallpaper, just for the lols. Boom. And one more time before we go, 900. Boom. Nice. Yeah, cool stuff. Anyway, I don't want to drag this any longer. Going very well. For example, the shortcuts for running like this one, for example, flat seal, just like this, boom, and then this one also, boom, the menu with the shortcuts. Finally, I've done this as well. Yeah, as I said, plenty of things to discover, and the next thing that I will try to do is, for example, this up here, to look more like let's try. Okay, I thought it was called like this. Maybe I'm wrong. Where is it? Is it on the system? Archive. Okay, archive manager. Yeah. So maybe I'll manage to bring this look to these apps here as well, just like Parabolic as example. That's one is another crazy one to theme, I mean. Boom. And then if possible, I'll try to do that with GIMP, for example, as well. But yes, so many unknowns, so many variables. For example, if I'll try to, this is what the GIMP understands at the moment. As you can see, supposedly it's the system setting, this one. But yeah, sorry for the flashbang, sorry. But yeah. So wish me luck. We'll see, we'll see. Hopefully all will go well, hopefully. As always, thank you for everything and see you on the next one. Bye!